whispers in the shadows, the allure of hidden control. Throughout history, whispers have echoed through the corridors of power. They speak of hidden hands, of unseen forces shaping the destiny of nations. Conspiracy theories abound, pointing to secret societies and powerful individuals pulling the strings from behind the curtain. This notion, while often dismissed as mere speculation, taps into a primal human fear. The fear of the unknown, of forces beyond our control. We crave explanations for the chaos and suffering that plague our world. The idea of hidden rulers provides a semblance of order, a scapegoat for the complexities of human history. But what if these whispers hold a grain of truth? What if the true rulers of our world are not of this earthly realm? The Bible, a text revered by billions, offers a startling perspective. It reveals a spiritual realm teeming with unseen beings, both benevolent and malevolent. At the helm of these dark forces stands Satan, a fallen angel, and his legion of demons. Could these supernatural entities be the hidden rulers whispering in the ears of men, orchestrating events to achieve their own sinister agenda? Beyond the veil, unveiling the biblical perspective. The Bible presents a dualistic worldview. It acknowledges the existence of a physical realm, the world we perceive with our senses, and a spiritual realm invisible to the naked eye. This spiritual realm is not a distant, ethereal plane, but one that intersects and influences our world in profound ways. At the heart of this spiritual realm is a cosmic battle, raging between good and evil, between God and his angels and Satan and his demonic forces. This battle, largely unseen by human eyes, has profound implications for our world, shaping the course of history and the destiny of nations. The Bible is replete with examples of supernatural beings interacting with humanity. Angels appear as messengers, protectors, and guides. Demons, on the other hand, are depicted as malevolent entities seeking to deceive, tempt, and destroy. They are the adversaries of God and humanity, working tirelessly to thwart God's plans and lead people astray from his truth. One of the most revealing encounters with Satan's power is found in the Gospel of Luke. After Jesus' baptism, he is led by the Spirit into the wilderness, where he fasts for 40 days and nights. It is here that Satan appears to Jesus, tempting him with worldly power and glory. The devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, "I will give you all their authority and splendor. It has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone I want to. If you worship me, it will all be yours." Luke 4:5-7. This passage offers a chilling glimpse into Satan's sphere of influence. He claims dominion over the kingdoms of the world, the power to grant authority and wealth. While Jesus rebukes Satan's offer, it underscores a crucial truth. The battle for control extends beyond the physical realm. It encompasses the very hearts and minds of men, the systems of power that govern our world. Jesus himself refers to Satan as the prince of this world in the Gospel of John. This title is not meant to suggest that Satan is the rightful ruler, for God alone holds ultimate authority. Rather, it reflects the reality of Satan's pervasive influence over the fallen world. Now is the time for judgment on this world. Now the prince of this world will be driven out. John 12:31. This passage highlights the temporary nature of Satan's dominion. He reigns only for a season, his power ultimately subject to God's sovereign plan. However, until that appointed time, Satan exerts his influence, seeking to corrupt, deceive, and destroy. He operates through deception, temptation, and the manipulation of human greed and ambition. And Beasts and Dragons, Decoding Revelation's Warnings. The book of Revelation, the final book of the Bible, offers a glimpse into the future, unveiling a time of tribulation and upheaval. It describes a world engulfed in conflict, ruled by oppressive powers. Symbolic language permeates this book, with beasts and dragons often representing earthly kingdoms and their rulers. Revelation chapters 12 and 13 describe a fearsome dragon identified as Satan and his two beasts. The first beast, arising from the sea, is granted power and authority by the dragon. The second beast, arising from the earth, deceives the inhabitants of the earth, performing great signs and wonders. These beasts are often interpreted as symbolic representations of future world powers that will emerge in the end times, controlled and manipulated by Satan's influence. They will persecute believers and attempt to establish a global system of control that defies God's authority. Echoes of influence, supernatural threads in history. Throughout history we find unsettling echoes of the Bible's warnings. The rise and fall of empires, the horrors of war, the persecution of the innocent. These events often bear the hallmarks of a hidden hand, orchestrating chaos and destruction. While attributing specific events solely to demonic influence can be problematic, the Bible's framework encourages us to discern the spiritual dimensions of human history. The insatiable greed, the lust for power, the inhumanity displayed by some leaders throughout history, these traits align with the Bible's depiction of Satan's character and his desire to corrupt and destroy. From the Roman Empire's persecution of early Christians to the atrocities committed during the Holocaust, history is replete with examples of darkness and evil that defy easy explanation. While human culpability is undeniable, the Bible's perspective suggests that we do not wrestle against flesh and blood alone, but against spiritual forces at work behind the scenes. The shadow of the future global governance and the end times. The Bible speaks of a time when the world will be united under a single global government. This prophecy has fueled countless interpretations and speculations, often linked to contemporary events and the rise of global institutions. While discerning the precise form this global government will take remains a matter of debate, the Bible's warnings about the dangers of centralized power and the potential for tyranny are clear. The book of Revelation describes a future world where individual freedoms are suppressed, dissent is silenced, and a single monolithic system of control governs every aspect of life. This prophecy raises profound questions about the trajectory of our world. Are we witnessing the early stages of this global consolidation of power? Are the technological advancements and interconnectedness of our age paving the way for a future where individual liberty is sacrificed on the altar of global security and control? A world united, the monolithic government prophecy. The concept of a monolithic government, a single entity wielding absolute power over the entire world, has captivated the imaginations of writers and filmmakers for decades. This dystopian vision, often portrayed as oppressive and dehumanizing, finds its roots in the Bible's prophecies about the end times. Revelation 13 describes a beast empowered by the dragon, Satan, who demands the worship of all people. This beast establishes a system of control, requiring everyone to bear its mark in order to buy or sell. This mark, often interpreted as a symbol of allegiance to the beast's authority, represents the ultimate form of control, the ability to dictate every aspect of a person's life. While the precise nature of this mark remains a subject of debate, its symbolic significance is clear. It represents the subjugation of individual will to a centralized power, the eradication of freedom and autonomy. The Bible's warning is stark. A world united under a single, all-powerful entity is not a utopia, but a recipe for tyranny and oppression. the triumph of light, Christ's return, and the promise of peace. Despite the bleak outlook presented by the Bible's prophecies about the end times, a message of hope shines through. The Bible assures us that Satan's reign is temporary, his power ultimately subject to God's sovereign control. The book of Revelation culminates in the glorious return of Jesus Christ, who will defeat Satan and his armies, establishing his kingdom of righteousness and peace. This kingdom will be characterized by justice, love, and harmony, a stark contrast to the darkness and oppression that will characterize the world under Satan's influence. This promise of Christ's return offers hope in the face of uncertainty and fear. It reminds us that the battles we face, both physical and spiritual, are not ours alone to fight. God is at work, even in the midst of darkness and despair, orchestrating his plan of redemption and restoration. Conclusion. Navigating the unseen battle. The Bible's perspective on the hidden rulers of our world challenges us to look beyond the surface, to recognize the spiritual dimensions of the conflicts and struggles that plague our world. It reminds us that we are engaged in a cosmic battle, a struggle between good and evil, truth and deception. While the idea of unseen forces at work can be unsettling, it also offers a message of hope. We're not alone in this battle. God, the ultimate authority, is at work, orchestrating his plan of redemption and restoration. As we navigate the complexities of our world, let us remain vigilant, discerning the whispers of deception and holding fast to the truth. Let us be agents of light, reflecting God's love and justice in a world shrouded in darkness. The battle may be fierce, but the victory is assured. Christ will return, and his kingdom of peace will reign forevermore.